Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you must have watched the first video of the fractions and welcome to the second day. And at the same time, the instructions given to you are clear that you have made one 200 pages copy and you are ready for writing down the maths study material in your copy on the regular basis to maintain the copy for evaluation 2. Okay, so here is the second day of the fractions. So let's start. Before starting today's day, we will revise what we have done yesterday. Yesterday we have seen what are fractions. A fraction is a part of a whole or a collection or a group of objects. So here is 1/4. Here we have considered this circle as one whole which is divided into 4 equal parts and we have selected 1. This is 1/4. This is a fraction as a part of a whole. Now we will consider this 1/4 as a part of collection. Okay, so here is a collection of flowers. So we will calculate 1/4 of this collection. So how many flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 in one row. There are 3 such rows. So there are in total 12 flowers. So we will calculate 1/4 of 12. So it is 1/4 of 12. 1/4 of 12. Yesterday only we have calculated when we are multiplying a fraction with a whole number, we are multiplying by numerator and dividing by denominator. So it is 12 ones are 12 divided by 4, which is equal to 3. Okay. Now the next one is half. Now here is a diagram which we have considered as a whole and the half part of the diagram is shaded. Now we will consider a fraction as a collection or a group of objects. So here is a collection of flowers. Again, there are 12 flowers. Now we will calculate half of this collection. So half of this 12. So it is 12 divided by 2. As we have multiplied by numerator and divided by denominator, which is equal to 6. So I can take any 6 flowers. So I have taken this 6 flowers. You can take any 6 flowers. Similarly, in the above picture, we will take 3 flowers. Now, the next one is 3/4. So again, this diagram is considered as one whole and it is divided into 4 equal parts amongst which 3 are shaded or selected. This is 3/4. Now, let's consider 3/4 as a collection of objects. Again, we have taken the collection of flowers. How many flowers are these? Just now we have calculated 12. So now we will calculate 3/4 of a collection. That is 3/4 of 12. So again we will multiply by numerator and divide by denominator. So 12 into 3. How much is that? 36 divided by 4, which is equal to 9. So 3/4 of this collection is 9. So I can take any 9 flowers. So I have taken these 9 flowers. So 3/4 of this collection is 9. Half of this collection is 6 and 1/4 of this collection is 3. The same can be represented as a part of a whole. So this 1/4 can be considered as complete one circle and 1/4, that is one part is shaded out of 4 equal parts. Half means we have taken a circle and half part of the circle is shaded. 3/4 means again we have considered as a whole and then we have divided into 4 equal parts and we have shaded 3 parts. So understood a fraction as a whole and a fraction as a collection. Okay, so let's move ahead. This is what we have learned yesterday. Today we are going to learn the types of fractions. So very first type we are going to see today is like and unlike fractions. So first of all, like fractions. What are like fractions? Fractions with the same denominators are called like fractions. Yesterday we have seen fractions are having two parts. Yes, numerator and denominator. So whenever the denominators are same, here 1/4 the denominator is 4, 3/4 the denominator is 4. Such type of fractions are called as like fractions. Okay. Now the next is unlike fractions. Fractions with the different denominators are called unlike fractions. Here is a correction. It should be unlike fraction. Okay. The fractions with a different denominator is unlike fractions. So examples of these fractions are 3 upon 8 and 7 upon 8. 3 upon 8. Here 8 is a different denominator, 7 is a different denominator. So such type of fractions are called unlike fractions. Moving next, we are going to see what are proper fractions. A fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator is called as a proper fraction. So when we have considered example 2 upon 8, 2 is less than 8, that is numerator is less than denominator. Such fractions are called proper fractions. Yes, the next type is improper fraction. Improper fraction, a fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to denominator is called an improper fraction. So example is 5 upon 2. Here 5 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. 5 is greater than 2. This is called as the improper fraction. Even if it is 4 upon 4, it is also called as an improper one when the numerator and denominator are equal. The next one is mixed fraction. A mixed fraction, a mixed number, a mixed fraction is the sum of natural number and a proper fraction. Means this is a complete one whole which is divided into 4 parts, but we have selected all the parts, hence we have considered this one whole as 1. In the second diagram also we have considered one whole, so we have written it as 1. And in the third diagram, from this one whole we have selected only half part and half part we have not selected. Means this is representation of half, which is written as 1 upon 2. So half this diagram, what number this diagram represents? 1, 1 and half. So it can be written as 1 plus 1 plus half. 1 plus 1 is 2 and the leftover is half. So this type of fraction is called as a mixed fraction. 2 and a half is a mixed fraction. I hope you must have understood. Proper fractions, the numerator is less than the denominator. In improper fraction, the numerator is greater than the denominator. And in the mixed fraction, we are having the sum of natural number and a proper fraction. Understood? This is half, that is 1 upon 2 is a proper fraction. We will move ahead for the next type of fraction. Yes, the next is unit fraction. Unit fractions are the proper fractions with the numerator 1. Example is 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 4. Here in all the examples, if you will see carefully, the numerator is always 1. Such type of fractions are called as unit fractions. Okay. Now we are going to see equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions can be represented either in the higher terms or in the lower terms. So what do you mean by this? Equivalent fractions in higher terms. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Means if you want to find out the equivalent fraction of a given fraction in higher terms, so we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. For example, if my fraction is 1 upon 4, I am multiplying this for 1 upon 4 by the same number, that is 2, and denominator also by 2. So 1 into 2 is 2 and 4 into 2 is 8. So 2 upon 8 is an equivalent fraction in higher terms of 1 upon 4. Understood what I said? If I want to find out an equivalent fraction of a given fraction, I will multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number to get an equivalent higher term fraction. Okay. Similarly, I can find the equivalent fraction in lower terms. So divide both the number that is numerator and denominator by the same number. For example, if I am taking a fraction 12 upon 8, I will divide this 12 by 2 and I will divide this 8 by 2. So it is 2 6 are 12 and 2 4s are 8. So I must say 6 upon 4 is a fraction in lower terms for the fraction 12 upon 8. Understood? If I want to find out the equivalent fraction in higher terms, I have to multiply by the same number. And if I want to calculate the equivalent fraction in lower terms, then I have to divide by the same number to the numerator and denominator. So this is what we have seen today, what are equivalent fraction. Now my suggestion to you all is, when you are watching this video, I will ask or I will suggest you to watch this video twice to understand the types of the fraction in better way. You need regular practice of this fraction to remember all these types, and if you want to be very clear with this topic and through with this topic, or this topic should not be difficult for you, then you revise this content on the regular basis. Okay, now we are going to see the checkpoint from page number 60. Again, I will suggest you to do this in your textbook with the help of the pencil. Now what is our first question is, write two equivalent fraction for each colored region. So here they have given us the first example. The total parts are 4, amongst which 2 are shaded. So they have taken out a fraction in higher order. So they have multiplied this numerator and denominator by 2. So it is 2 2s are 4 and this is 4 2s are 8. Now let's take next example. Now this complete circle is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly 4 here. So total there are 8 parts. Out of it 2 are selected. So my fraction is 2 upon 8. Now if I want to calculate the equivalent fraction of 2 upon 8, I will multiply this numerator and denominator by the same number. So I will multiply this numerator by 2, that is 2 2s are 4 and 8 2s are 16. So 4 upon 16 will be an equivalent fraction. There is not only one equivalent fractions to a given fraction, you can calculate n number. For example, now I am calculating this 2 upon 8 by 3. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 8s are 24. So this is another equivalent fraction. Likewise, you can calculate many numbers, many equivalent fractions. Okay. Now I will suggest you to do 3 by your own and find out the answer. We will solve question number B. Look at the grid given alongside. How much of it is colored? Put a tick in the correct circle. Half are red, half are white. 2/4 are red and 2/4 are white. 3 upon 8 are red and 5 upon 8 are white. 4 upon 8 are red and 4 upon 8 are white. Which one is correct? So for that, first of all, we will see how many total squares are there. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 in one row. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 such rows. So in total, there are 16 squares. If I will see how many of them are white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 8 are white. So 8 upon 16 are white. Now let's find out how many are red. So I will change the color. So red, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again the same number, 8 are red. So 8 upon 16 are red. If you will see, 8 is half of 16. Means half are red and half are white. So the option number 1 is correct. The half are red and half are white. So this is how you have to calculate the fractions properly and choose the correct option. Now again, my suggestion to you all is you go through the video twice for the better understanding.